Tom Scully the third, the 78 of DJ Tebow, the 5 of the 57 of Marissa Morgan, the 1 of Tim Bulger Jr. We're underway. Our first main event is green. 35 laps the distance as they come off of turn number 4. Mike Duarte jumps out to the early lead, sets the pace down into turn number 1. Darryl Church settles in for second. Bobby Tripp, Mike Cavallaro battling side by side for third, while Jake Vanada and Rick Martin battle for position. Give that advantage to Vanada as Martin now settles in right behind down into turn number 1. Down the back stretch they go, and they are side by side for fifth. Martin down on the inside with Tripp up top. Tripp trying to hang on as he is backsliding on the top side down into turn 1. Tripp back to 6th now. Brittany, Campbell, Arsenault racing wheel to wheel down the back straightaway behind them. Up front, Duarte sets the pace, a 2 truck length advantage over Darryl Church. 3 truck lengths back to Mike Cavallaro as Jake Vanada and Rick Martin run nose to tail down the back straightaway in 4th and 5th. 5 laps up on the board off of turn number 4, and they continue to chase the Jeff Bodine throwback paint scheme of Mike Duarte as he leads the charge down the back straightaway in that number 50. Into 3 and 4. Darryl Church closing in little by little. Can he get there? As we are running 35 laps for the sport trucks here tonight. Features only if you're just tuning in to Track Tune. Reason for that? Well, you know the reason. Down into 3 and 4 they come off at turn number 4. Nose to tail, spreading themselves out around the 3rd mile. Deeper in the field, Arsenault trying to hang on as Ethan Heilborn works the back bumper there. Dane Saratelli up on the outside. That is the battle just inside the top 10. Rick Martin closing in on the ham chassis number 29 of Vanada. Takes a look down to the inside. Vanada is able to shut the door and hold him off as they roll down the back straightaway. Martin loses a little bit of ground and has to play some catch-up now. Top 3 continue to run with about 2 truck lengths between each of them down the back stretch. Mike Duarte, our former sports truck champion, bounced out of the final 8 in week 2 of the title chase, but looking to bounce back and close out the season here in Victory Lane. Off of turn number 2, the field rumbles down the back straightaway, and the 14 of Rick Martin trying to gather that momentum back up and close back in on Jake Vanada as they cross the stripe for lap number 11. Up on the back bumper, Martin takes a peek to the outside, settles it back in down the back straightaway into turn number 3, while Brittany, Campbell, and Arsenault, the other 2 championship contenders, are mired back in 7th and 8th place. Off the second quarter, Martin closes right up on the tail end of that black and white number 29, trying to put the Brightman Lumber at the top of the championship chase. They roll off of 4, takes another peek down to the inside, but not enough room, not enough momentum for the former champion. Brittany Campbell down to the inside of Bobby Tripp. That's the battle for 6th. They come off of turn number 4, side by side. Tripp up on the outside, the Evans Auto Parts number 8, while the Timmy Brown Music number 8 of Brittany Campbell just can't get the run in down on the inside. Off of 4-year leaders cross the stripe for lap 15. Martin again taking a peek down to the inside. Still doesn't have enough room, but he's letting Jake know that he's got some company for that 4th position for the championship. Off the corner they come. Nose to tail down across the stripe. They have lost the grip to the front 3. Here comes Martin down the back straightaway, down to the inside, up to the door. They make contact heading down into 3 and 4. Vanada gets squarely, gathers it back in, but Martin picks up the number 4 spot. Martin up to 4th now as they head down the back straightaway, and we've reached the halfway. 18 down, 17 to go. Mike Duarte, Darryl Church, Mike Cavallaro, your top 3. Martin and Vanada, your top 5. Bobby Tripp and Brittany Campbell still racing side by side for 6. Tripp still has the advantage up on the outside. That battle for 2nd starting to heat up as the 80 of Mike Cavallaro has closed in on the 4 of Darryl Church. They run nose to tail down at the turn number 3. 20 laps up on the board as the top 5 have strung themselves out. 6th place continues to be a side-by-side battle. Brittany, Campbell, and Bobby Tripp showing people how it's done. Doesn't matter where you're running, but if you're racing for position, this is how you do it. You give each other a little bit of room. You run it clean and hard, and Campbell this time finally edges out Tripp at the stripe. Rick Martin closing in on that battle for second as he is broken away from Jake Vanada. Mike Cavallaro takes a peek to the inside of Darryl Church down the back straightaway. That's the battle for second. A little bit of contact. Church trying to shut that door. They come off the corner. Contact is made again. They slow up. Martin says, I'll take the outside lane, and he goes to work up top. Cavallaro this time works the top groove. Martin settles in behind. As second, third, and fourth are now nose to tail with 11 laps remaining. Darryl doing all he can to hold off Mike Cavallaro as they run down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. 10 laps to go for Mike Duarte, who is dominating this main event. And while that battle for second, third, and fourth is going on, Jake Vanada is closed back in the back bumper of Rick Martin. Single digits now around the 3rd mile. Second, third, fourth, and now fifth, nose to tail of Vanada has one focus, getting by that 14 of Rick Martin to pick up his first truck championship. They roll down the back straightaway. Church trying to hold on as Mike Cavallaro looks for running room. He's got to play offense and defense. Trouble off of turn number 2. Tom Scully, the third, goes around off the corner. We are slowed up for the first time with 9 laps to go. 7, 8, 9, we'll figure that out. We'll get Sesame Street to figure it out. Dominant the first 2/3 of this event. Field closes up. The Bristol Toyota pace truck down in the center of the infield. The field rolls off of turn number 4. Duarte and Church up on the throttle. Green flag is out. We're back underway and off of turn number 2. Darryl Church fighting on the outside as they hit turn 3. Martin caught up top. Here comes Vanada down on the inside. Cavallaro gets a little bit squirrely off the corner. Gives Martin a charge to the outside as the 4 settles into second. Cavallaro third. Martin up top. He's up to third with Cavallaro fourth and Vanada back in fifth. Across the stripe, Rick Martin looking for his 7th career championship. His 3rd in the sport trucks. He's got 4 Pro Stock titles to go with it as he settles in. Vanada to the outside of Cavallaro, looking for 4th now as they come off of turn number 4. Brittany Campbell going to work on Bobby Tripp, who works the inside lane of Brittany Campbell. 5 more circuits to go. Mike Duarte out front, leads it off the corner. The 4 sits in second. Darryl Church holding on to the number 2 spot with Rick Martin on his tail. Behind them, Cavallaro and Vanada fighting for that 4th position. Make it 4 circuits remaining. Vanada up on the outside. Cavallaro down low as they roll down into turn number 1. Cavallaro hanging tight, but Vanada's got a little bit of momentum up top, but it might be a little too late because we are a mile away from the checkered flag on the 2023 season for the Chaz's Auto Body Sport Trucks. All 4 of our championship hopefuls came into tonight. None of them have anything to hang their hat on. They have all had a phenomenal season. 2 laps to go. And Mike Duarte is in control by 4 truck lengths down the back straightaway. Darryl Church is second. Third is the 14 of Rick Martin. If he can hang on there, he will claim his 7th title to his career. And as they roll down the back straightaway for the final time, he keeps a 2 truck length distance between he and Mike Cavallaro. Checkered flag is out. Mike Duarte picks up the win. Radical Rick Martin picks up the championship for the 7th time in his career. Duarte with the win, leading green to checker. Darryl Church in for second. Third going to Mike Cavallaro. Jake Vanada finishing 4th. Mike Cavallaro finishing fourth, and Jake Vanada rounding out the top five. How about a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for our winner, Mike Duarte, and our champion, Radical Rick Martin.
Qualifying, I had a right rear frat, and I still qualified third, thank God. But this thing was unbelievable. Mother Nature's not being nice, but at least I didn't cross the DAV off my bucket list.
It's got a rough season. He had a great run all year long. A little disheartening in the title championship chase, but coming out the DAV winner has got to feel good.
Yeah, that heals the wound a little bit. We really didn't have a bad year. We had two finishes out of the top 10. One was kind of my own fault. The other one was someone else's fault, but that's the way racing is. But I'm just glad. I thought I would never even get a championship, never mind a DAV, but now I got both.
It's still not time to retire, though, is it?
Oh, no, we're not done yet. I'll be here.
Been a long season, a lot of people behind you.
Yeah, I got to thank my crew chief, Darryl Church. Thanks for everything you do. I think I might let the DAV trophy go home with him, and I'll take the little one. That's fine with me. His wife, Sandy, my brother, Kyle, and my dad. It's Farrier Sons Oil Heating, EJ's Auto Service, Roach's Landscaping, and Boss Lady Graphics for being a part of this team this year. Thank you so much.
Love the throwback on that. Congratulations, Mike Duarte. And how about this, ladies and gentlemen? It's got a nice ring to it. 7-time champion, Radical Rick Martin. Number 7, Rick, congratulations.
Wow, I'm right up there with the big boys, huh? Maybe I can retire now. Looks like this might be the last race for the Pro Stock. Hopefully we get it in. Stick to the truck racer next year. This double duty's getting too much for the old guy.
A great run this year. You led the championship most of the year. To come out of here with your 7th title has got to feel real good.
Yeah, it's real good to get it this way. I'm glad they tried to congratulate Seekonk Speedway for holding in there tough, trying to get it in there, and hopefully we get the next one, couple in there, and finish this the right way. Thanks for the crowd showing up on such a miserable couple of weekends, and we love you guys.
I know you got some people you want to thank.
Yeah, I got to thank Richie's Installation, Northern Alternatives, Brightman Lumber, Auto Cosmetics, Shine Shop, all these guys, all friends, help me do this every week, then we wouldn't be doing it.
Congratulations, Rick. Title number 7. How about a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Mike Duarte picking up the DAV Fall Classic Sports Truck win, and Radical Rick Martin picking up his 7th championship.